Okay, this is Pastor Peter Christian Hessing. Welcome again to another one of our interesting programs on anti-nuclear boomerangs, cutting nukes and shutting nuclear missiles so we can get nuclear disarmament and a peace around the world. Yeah, today I am up in Hollywood, California, promoting my movie Boomerang Peace there. And they have started now the investigation of an impeachment inquiry into Trump relations with Ukraine, where he had a quid pro quo relationship where he held up the Ukrainian military assistance because he wanted to force the President Zelensky of Ukraine to investigate Vice President Joe Biden's son, because of course Biden is running in the election against him. Now this Ukrainian investigation is not as just simple as, well, okay, you know, Trump wants to investigate his rival, so he held up the assistance in Ukraine. It's more important and more significant than that, because this Ukrainian situation, the entire nuclear weapons and disarmament system comes into it. Putin already has threatened to use nuclear weapons in the Ukraine. This is where the Russians are prepared to use nuclear weapons, because Ukraine is right on the border, it's right next door to Russia. Russia wants to control these countries on its border, you know. So these are all the countries that Russia wants to control. So Putin already stated that he would use nuclear weapons in Ukraine, and you know, we have to take him at his word. So this is the entire nuclear weapon situation, where we need new treaties. Number one, we need a new treaty. We have over 15,000 nuclear weapons in the world. We don't need to have so many. I strongly feel that we can cut those nuclear weapons in half, down to 7,500 or so. We can cut them in half. The nuclear treaty that Obama had negotiated, the New START treaty with the president in Russia, is expiring. It's going to probably expire in a year or two, and that limited the strategic nuclear weapons at 1550. And I strongly feel that we can cut that in half. And this is one of the reasons why we have invented and are promoting and trying to build this anti-nuclear missile cutting boomerang system that can expand, pick up nuclear weapons and cut them off and send them back. We can build that system. We filed some patent applications on that system. The patent pending number here in America is 1565821. Trump has also held up that patent. I have to be going down to Washington next year, 2020, probably in the summertime, for a patent hearing, because Trump has held that up also. We also had some other applications. You know, there's a lot of discrimination. They're going to say, well, you know, Peter is he wants his patent. He's black and he's Jamaican and he's Rastafarian, and Trump is basically a racist. He's a racist. Right? So we have to go down there to a patent hearing. So we have to stop racism and stop the discrimination against blacks and African Americans and Jamaicans and West Indians. We also have some applications on this new expanding boomerang system that can disarm, send back, and cut up nuclear weapons. Also in Britain, the British patent pending number is 1804893.4. Also in Canada, the Canadian patent pending application is 3049505. We also found an international patent application with the Patent Corporation Treaty in Geneva, which is PCT 1B201700037. We found some patent applications all around the world. We're trying to get the companies to build this anti-nuclear missile cutting boomerang system that can pick up nuclear weapons and send them back. This is something that God has revealed to me to do. I have been working on this system for over 40 years. So we have filed copyrights and patents going back 30 years or so. We're the original pioneer. We're the only person in the world with that idea. They have done patent searches. They don't have anything like it. So this system can be built But of course, the big corporations, you're going to have to force them because they are making trillions of dollars out of nuclear weapons. And if you build a system that's going to get rid of nuclear weapons, they are hesitating to so much money that they're going to make. But getting back to this Ukrainian situation is a very important investigation because the entire nuclear weapons coming from the Russians are prepared to use nuclear weapons in the Ukraine if they have to. They have already stated it. Putin has already said, hey, you know, if the Ukrainians join up with the Europeans, he's going to turn the nuclear weapons on them. So it's a very serious situation. You know, Trump cannot be withholding assistance to the Ukraine. We need to assist them. We need to have a defensive missile system that can deter them and stop the Russians from using nuclear weapons in Europe and in the other countries around there. There's Norway and Sweden and all these other countries that are Finland and Denmark and all these other countries that are there. We need to have a defensive system. But we really need to have a new treaty, as I said. I strongly feel that we can have a new treaty that will cut the nuclear weapons in half. We have 15,000 nuclear weapons in the world. I think we can reduce those arsenals down to 7,000. America and Russia have about 7,000 nuclear weapons. I strongly feel that they can reduce that 7,000 nuclear weapons to probably 3,000 or 3,500. And they will still have more weapons, nuclear weapons, than what North Korea has, than China has. China and North Korea, China and India and Pakistan, Britain and France, they have only 300 nuclear weapons. So America and Russia can reduce their nuclear arsenal down to 3,500 or so. They can do that. Can do that because building this anti-nuclear boomerang system is going to be suicidal for any country to have nuclear weapons because this system is going to be able to send back the nuclear weapons. So no country is going to benefit from having all these nuclear weapons. So they can have nuclear disarmament. I strongly feel that we can cut the nuclear weapons at least in half, down to 7,000. And America and Russia will still be pretty safe with 3,500 nuclear weapons or warheads. So we need a new treaty negotiated with Trump. We need also to have a new treaty that will ban the destructive power of these nuclear weapons. We have Putin now trying to put in these super powerful SARMADs. If the 15 SARMADs can wipe out the state of Texas. And building the Poseidon cannon with 300 megatons. We don't need nuclear weapons with that amount of megatons. And also we need a treaty that will ban the speed of these nuclear weapons. We need a treaty that bans the hypersonic speed of these nuclear weapons. We really don't need a nuclear weapon that's traveling at Mach 10 or Mach 20. We don't need to have a world in which we have nuclear weapons traveling at 20,000 miles an hour. We really don't. It's unnecessary. And now that you're going to have this boomerang system, it means that nuclear weapons will be suicidal or self-destructive. So these are all the things that we need to do. Also, and Trump also he made a big mistake in canceling that INF treaty. And this is why he couldn't get a deal with Kim Jong-un. If he had kept the INF treaty, he would have had to say to Kim Jong-un, look, we have an INF treaty that limits short-range and intermediate weapons. You have to cut down on your short-range nuclear missile. But Trump is making another big mistake. He can't be telling Kim Jong-un, okay, you can go ahead and launch all the short-range weapons that you wanna launch, because those short-range weapons can wipe out South Korea, Japan, Guam, Hawaii. North Korea doesn't have to be a long-range weapon to attack us. They can take a short-range weapon, put it on a ship or submarine or a plane, bring it close enough to California and bomb us with it. So Trump cannot tell Kim Jong-un it's okay to use short-range weapons. He has to tell Kim Jong-un to stop launching these short-range and stop building these long-range nuclear weapons. He can't be telling him it's okay to launch short-range nuclear weapons. So we need a better president than Trump. I mean, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, I'm independent. We need a better president than Trump. I think the American people will come to this and say, okay, we need to have a better president than Trump. He made a lot of mistakes, canceling the INF, then he back away from supporting the Kurds, our allies, in turn, give the Kurds and Syria over to the Russians. And here we have a president that people's homes are burning in California, And Trump doesn't even want to help them to stop the fires in California. Most of the land out here in California is owned by the federal government, who's responsible for the conservation to prevent fires. Trump has refused. He doesn't even want to help the people fight fires. So I regret to say that I'm independent, but I strongly feel that he canceled health care. He has already killed thousands of Americans by canceling health care, and he insists on ripping up the health care system and killing thousands of Americans. I think, as I regret to say, that they should impeach him. All these things, whether the Senate votes to do it or not, but it's to show the American people in the world that we disagree with what he's doing there as president. He's causing a lot of damage and not supporting climate change, plus all of the Paris Agreement. We can get the companies that take up the water out of the ocean and cut the emissions. So that we can fight climate change. So remember again to look for my movie Boomerang piece. I'm going to be showing it again on December 5th at the New World Theater. We're launching a lunch festival, so you can come and have lunch. It's going to be shown from 11:30 to 1:30 at the beautiful New York Theater at 11272 Santa Monica Boulevard and Sawtell. You can take the Blue Line, you can drive up. If you're driving up, you can go off the 405 freeway and go onto Sawtell at Santa Monica there. So we're going to be showing it on December 5th at 11:30 to 1. So come out and support it. I'll be giving away a signed copy of my book, of the cover of my book, the 24/7 Safety and Special Safety World from Nuclear War. We have a very beautiful, famous cover, which you'll definitely like. We're going to be giving away a copy of the cover, signed copy, and I'll be giving you also the first couple, where they get a couple of 2 or a couple of 3, 4, they'll get a copy of my CD, Miss America Hearts, with some of my original songs. So come out and support it. Give your hearts and life to God and Jesus. This is a proud of Peter Christian. We're going to continue our Bible study there. I was into Mark. We were doing Mark there up to Mark 10 and 11 there, where they came to Jesus and asked Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? And Jesus said, to love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul, and to love your neighbor as yourself. This is so important there, that God created us. Every morning that we are alive, it's a God that gives us, and a Jesus that is there to keep us alive. Every breath we breathe is from a Creator, and we have to love our neighbor, take care of our neighbors, provide them. We shouldn't have all these people poor. I'm more in California, there are all these people poor and homeless sleeping on the street. We can end poverty in the world by creating 8 billion online businesses. Everybody having an online business. I've been telling you about that. We can do that, and by just having a scan code, put in their phones. Most people in the world have phones, and they can scan this code that will allow them to have a business. We can pass a free startup law here in America, and I've also written to the United Nations Secretary General, Mr. Antonio Guterres, about having this free startup law where all the people in the world can start a business, and we can have a 24/7 selling network, help them sell products. We can end poverty. We have the technology to end poverty in minutes, in seconds. So we're starting a countdown to end poverty. Nobody should be poor and homeless, sleeping on the street, hungry or starving. So this is something that we have to do, as God said, to love your neighbor as yourself, and to have a peace and disarmament around the world. Peace and love. So come out to the movie Boomerang, Peace Save the World, December 5th at the New World Theater. We're also going to try to get it on the East Coast. We're going to try to get. I'm going to Washington to testify at the Stanton hearing. We will also be testifying in front of the Congress. We're going to try and get the movie on the East Coast also. New York, D.C., Washington, Virginia, Atlanta, and so forth. We're going to be doing that there. So come out and support it. I'll be going to Washington to testify in this patent hearing, so we can build this anti-nuclear boomerang system there. So come out and support it. We're going to definitely try to get the movie on the East Coast. Just enter for the Academy Awards and Golden Globes. So tell the Academy Award and the Golden Globes to stop the discrimination and give us an Academy Award or Academy Award nomination for this great film, Boomerang Piece. And we have a sequel coming up, Boomerang Piece International, and also a Boomerang Piece Superheroes coming out. And we're also going to have a movie on instantly ending poverty around the world. Nobody will be poor. Nuclear weapons will be obsolete. Poverty will be obsolete. There are healthcare and education for everyone. This is what we have to do. Thank you. God bless. Pastor Peter Christian Hessing in Hollywood, California. God bless. Peace and love. The house of God of Jesus. Accept Jesus. Turn your hearts to Jesus. Repent. And Jesus of God will save us all and empower us. God will not let the people be destroyed. Peace and love.